Takes on Daniel Habesohn.
You asked me just a second ago, what did I think of Geraldo? I think he's fantastic, so explosive. I mean, that serve and third ball, serve third and fifth. It's where he likes to do his damage.
I feel like Daniel Habesohn's a stronger player over the table, but Geraldo absolutely thrives, doesn't he, for mid-distance, like a lot of the Portugal players. Around the net from Habesohn. Oh, amazing recovery there.
Yeah, that's ridiculous feeling. See it here. Oh, with the toe of the bat.
That was incredible. He knew there was that much topspin on it. All he had to do was put his bat there.
1, 2.
It was awesome. But a good finish from Geraldo.
2.
Get distracted by that trick shot. And Habesohn, we know, is the trick shot king.
Oh, definitely those behind the backs. We can make a montage.
I hope we do this event. Geraldo lobbing. Countering. Oh, that was awesome, the way that he made his way back in there.
Yeah, you said the mid-distance. That was slightly further than mid-distance, but yeah, managing to crawl his way back in.
When you think of Portugal players, Freitas, Apollonia, they're such good lobbers, aren't they?
Oh, nearly. Just hitting it off the back end, but yeah, as you're saying, they must practice it a lot in Portugal, the feeling off the table, obviously knowing and expecting that that kind of situation can happen during the match. It's not really somewhere where you want to find yourself at the back of the court, sitting on the barrier, but sometimes needs must.
Yep. Try telling that to Michael Mays, one of the legendary Danish players we've had. It's very rare that you are that desperate for ideas that you think lobbing is the best option. But it can be. It can be the best option.
6,
Can be
3.
mentally a different situation for your opponent.
Yeah, you're sort of giving the possibility for them to overthink. Nice roll over there from Habesohn. Skidded shallow. It's been a really entertaining first game so far.
4,
Despite not getting in with the first attack, Geraldo wins it. Oh, better timing than a Swiss watch
7, 5.
from Daniel Habesohn.
Yeah, Geraldo there just completely misreading the topspin serve, popping it high, but his defence wasn't good enough this time.
Leading by 2 points here. Nice play.
7, 6.
Good shot tolerance from Geraldo again, but Habesohn, very clean attacking player.
Yeah, I can agree that.
Ferocious. Half long, that is
6,
basically
8.
uncounterable.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's just dipping all in the wrong places for Habesohn. Just as he was about to time the ball. Dip.
No sauce on that one though.
8.
Did it earlier, couldn't replicate it. Found a decent position with his block there, Habesohn. Can the 38-year-old level? He can.
9,
Nice flick.
7.
It's outrageous.
Yeah, that's really good. Really clever from Habesohn not to put too much on that first backhand. It was quite spinny, but wasn't too much speed, just to keep it on the table.
And the way he caressed that first one as well, that was a heaving shot from Geraldo. Goes for power, goes for the jugular. And now he's got Habesohn in his teeth. Looking to keep this squeaky clean record, still hasn't dropped a game yet. dismissive.
Yeah, we're seeing that short float serve yet again. Followed up by a cracking third ball.
Big moments here. 1 game point left. That's a topspin of the highest order from Habesohn there.
Yeah, I think that was biting off a bit more than he could chew. Going for that backhand, maybe he could have gone for something a little more consistent.
Yeah, seemed a little bit over optimistic there. Lottery shot. Done well there to adjust though, because the placement of Habesohn's push was quite crafty. Can the third time be the charm? No.
Really struggling with this short side spin serve into the middle / forehand. It's not half long. He has to go in with a push or a flick. Not dealing with it well.
Now Habesohn has a game point.
Yeah, on the contrary, Habesohn dealing with that serve so well there.
It's that serve again, this one half long. That back edge, a target and an obstacle. And it seemed as though we're going to have another enthralling, absorbing and tight game as we saw in the last one.
0-0. 0-1.
Best way to open his account there.
One.
Yeah, really nice half-long spin up down the line. And Geraldo, yeah, again going for that huge backhand.
1, 2.
I think Geraldo's push play was really effective against Christian Karlsson. It seemed to have the same surprise factor against Habesohn. How do you fool a man with an embarrassment of experience like him? European champion in men's doubles all the way back in 2012 with Robert Gardos.
Yeah, great placement. Not trying to hit that overly hard. Just dismissing it down the line.
Let 2, 3. Three.
Just not picking up the length there. That was half long, in my eyes anyway. Just jumping in, thinking it was short. And yeah, making a mistake on it.
It's a lovely serve.
4, 3.
Of course, it's very easy to say how you should return it from here. But when you're down under pressure, under these lights, it's a lot more difficult to play your game, isn't it?
Yeah, with the pressure to make a ball and make a ball difficult for your opponent as well. Playing the open side might not be the best choice. It's obvious for us, might not be for them.
4.
It's the ability to just stay relaxed enough to think outside the box in real time. With such little time on your hands. A leaf out of your book here.
5.
I think Habesohn's so dangerous over the table. It's tough to imagine Geraldo beating him in that area of engagement. This is where Geraldo's at his best there. He likes that. He wants time and space. Doesn't mind it if his opponent's closer to the table, if he's further away. It's that classic Portuguese style.
5, 7.
I mean, there, okay, he got a little bit of fortune, but they're still backing up his serve there with 2 forehands 2 times in a row. That's what he's got to do if he wants to win this match.
Yeah, take a little bit of pace off initially if Habesohn's Play neat and tidy. Nothing you can do about that. So.
6, 7.
That's ridiculous.
All set up by that wider serve.
I said to wait for the half long, but if your opponent's playing a third
6,
ball like that, not
7.
much you can do about it.
Reads that one well, injects a bit of pace.
Habesohn doesn't mind putting Geraldo out into that half-long position. He doesn't mind starting him. He knows he's a great pivot player. Doesn't mind putting him in that half-long forehand position to start.
7, 9.
First time we've seen Geraldo introduce that reverse pendulum serve.
Yeah, and there's the pivot there. More into the middle, but still fantastic.
Just as you were saying, how good it was. Oh, that's so cunning though from Habesohn. I think he used his peripheral, spotted a shift. Maybe he knew that Geraldo wanted to pivot. Yeah, he saw him do it, didn't he? That is complete improv at the highest level. The truth is, despite the tactics, you never really know what your opponent's going to do. 100%.
Yeah, there always can be an overthought in the tactics, can't there? Sometimes you just need to play what's coming, play what you're facing, see what happens.
That's it. Cracks the pivot again.
10, 9.
It's impending doom when he winds back, Geraldo. Oh, can't do it down the line though. Habesohn flicked the serve that time.
Left. 10, 10.
Oh, just catching them top of the net on the way through, apologising. Better read of the serve though, able to scamper across and play the banana flick.
Felt like Habesohn was expecting him to try and touch that serve with backhand. Lovely receive, but he gets it. Neat and tidy. And Geraldo is back at it.
Guess he won't mind the end product because he did come out the victor there.
It was 8-4 down in the 5th game against Thomas Lapuzza. It's an incredible comeback. It's much more easy breezing for Geraldo. As I said, beat Christian Carlson 3 straight games.
Oh, and he's started to find some rhythm here, hasn't he? Backhand's coming out, it's hitting the table. The forehand pivot, of course.
1, 2.
It's all about proactiveness with Geraldo. He played that backhand cross table. He could have stayed seated at the backhand. Instead, he makes time and space for his forehand. Oh, that first one was outrageous. Oh, the crossover with a
Play,
slap.
please.
Crazy.
Yeah, just using the serve to his advantage well here. Oh, that is fizzing with spin. Don't understand the amount of revolutions on that.
Yeah. The logo becomes basically invisible. And you can hear the sound as well, so quiet because of the fineness of the contact. It's interesting, we talk about the equipment of players, Jordan. European players now, for the most part, using more hybrid style rubbers with 09C incredibly popular. K3 from T-Bar.
Yeah, I just think with the new balls and the new styles, I just think it's a must. You know, the softer rubbers with the contact angles players need to take it at, being so refined. Being so refined that it's a must to use the harder rubbers. They need it to propel the ball onto the table.
That's closer to a typical Chinese rubber, isn't it? Like a DHS.
Yeah, sort of a European style, I'd say.
Yeah. Hence the name hybrid.
4, 6.
Bit of more tackiness to it. A bit easier to counteract very spinny balls. With this ball compared to what used to be the celluloid. Easier to drive. And I think that helps a player like Habesohn, and I wouldn't have thought it would have helped a player like Geraldo. But they train countless hours. They'll adapt. That wider one again.
6.
Yeah, he's going in for that backhand flick, preempting, or the backhand receive, that's what he favours. Preempting and just catching it wrong with his left foot in front of himself.
Yeah, just creates that hesitation. Do you wait for it? Is it attackable?
7,
That's a
6.
clever backhand. Didn't really spin it with as much rotation as he previously did.
That one seemed like easy pickings.
Yeah, you can't put it there to Portugueseman.
Especially not a lefty. One that likes to pivot, like Geraldo. And he's everywhere at once at times.
Let.
It's a shame for Habesohn that hit the net, because it looked like it had surprised Geraldo. That long serve. Goes tighter there.
And he's really getting the receives better quality now, isn't he? Last two, going in with that backhand again. He clearly knows his process, and it's working for him.
Well, this would be an astounding accomplishment for Geraldo. Someone who, after being as high as 35 in the world, dropped.
I don't know how you like to be in the corner and everything like that, so it's nice to see it's working for the Portuguese at the moment.
Absolutely, and it's nice to see the flair on show. The panache, the chop there from Geraldo was fizzing. And now we see some from Habesohn. What you can do, I can do, but he comes around the other side of the ball to play that fanning backhand. We see Simon Guzzi do that brilliantly as well. There's Liam Pitchford. Oh, and a Chiquita.
1, 2.
Yeah, players now so much feeling of the ball. So many hours practice, they can just have a sense, have a guide of where they need to place the ball, even if they're fanning or not.
Yeah.
3, 1.
Such an intimate relationship with the ball. An immense understanding of what's possible, at what time, and to be able to flick a ball and flick it so that the ball barely has any topspin. That's why you see players push it. You won't see them try and push an ordinary flick.
Habesohn there using great areas of the table, pushing his opponent off the table, giving himself more time to play.
He'd love here as the Lone Ranger of Austria on the men's side to get through, give his country hope. No Robert Gardos here, and I mentioned that Chunwik Singh did brilliantly at this event. in 2010 and in 2012. It's actually Robert Gardos, the most recent medalist at this event from Austria, did that in 2020. But we've had, of course, Werner Schlager, who won this event in 2008, should I say. Schlager from Austria, the last ever European to win the World Singles title. Did that in 2003.
Let 6,
The last
3.
ever non-Chinese winner.
4, 6.
Oh, seatbelt shot
7.
across the body.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That's just showing more feeling again. You don't practice that shot, it just happens.
Yeah, it comes down to that innate understanding. So much to play for here. As Geraldo applies a bit of pressure on the man that needs this game. Ooh, interesting rally.
5.
Yeah, just misjudging, I think. Maybe slight hesitation.
Interesting posture there from Geraldo. Had to swipe up the back of that with additional forearm. I think this surface suits some players, not others.
Ooh, went for the high toss this time. That was loaded. Seeing Habesohn dump that into the net.
That was butchered. Oh, the explosivity from Habesohn, matched with the reliability of Geraldo away from the table, is making for some great entertainment. It is 4 game points. Don't know what it is with you today, Jordan. Every match you're commentating is going to 5.
Yeah, I guess I'm just lucky. Got to witness some fantastically close matches.
Oh yeah, the more the merrier. Everyone but Geraldo here will agree with that as we go to a decider. He wipes his head.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. How on earth has he found that angle?
What did that ball do to you? Geraldo fishing well, not giving Habesohn that much time to work with. Seemed like he had bags of space there, and he really didn't, and again, sneaks it past him.
You might be a little bit biased now, Fraser, but as tradition, whenever we go to the 5th when we're commentating together, I always like to ask you who you back in here.
Especially when I get it wrong.
It's pretty often, to be honest.
No, I would have gone hand on heart with Habesohn.
Okay.
What about you?
I guess I'm taking Geraldo then, because
Oh, we're making it like that, are we?
can't have the same person. Can't be biased.
Well, we'd love to know your thoughts and feelings as well, so please let us know who you fancy here on the men and women's side of things. On our ETTU social media pages. We'll have the draw out this evening. We'll see which seed will face the winner of this match here. Of course, Darko Jorgic, the defending champion, going for his 4th on the bounce. Oh, that's mesmerising.
No. What on earth? That's ridiculous. He's just banked that out of there.
We saw dinks, we saw hooks. Look at the angle. Oh. Stand and deliver.
Five, one.
He just oozed quality there, Habesohn. I'm sorry to say it, Jordan, but it's not looking good for him right now.
5, 1.
I've got to have belief in the young Portuguese.
Well, the public are listening and watching here.
The fight back could be on.
I think as well it helped Habesohn getting through a 5-game thriller in the last one. Proved to himself he can do it here.
Yeah, obviously he was the one that was behind the last time, so can he do it when he's in front? As many of you know, if you're playing any sort of sports, it's all right when you're not the favourite, you know, you're free to play. When you're suddenly become the favourite.
He's won a couple of points on the trot.
Very, very good. As soon as that bounces, just pushing it long. Oh, that's ridiculous again. That passive backhand down the line. There, that's what set him up for the rally.
I wouldn't call that passive at all, I'd call that controlled. It still put pressure on Habesohn, but I know what you mean.
Come on!
That's nowhere near passive, and I think you've jinxed him here, Fraze, because that's 5 in a row for me.
I've got to try and get over you in some way, Jordan. Habesohn trailing by a point. He tries the behind the back again. He's wrong-footed. He doesn't know where Geraldo's going to play the shot.
Yeah, Geraldo now with the 2 points advantage. And he should really go for it now. Not someone, as you say, before he wasn't really playing it from passive. He was playing more controlled, so keep going with that. Put your heart on your sleeve and go for it.
Now, does Habesohn make things tighter? Does he tempt Geraldo in? Bait him, in a way? Because he knows that right now Geraldo's in 5th gear. He knows he's going to go for the kill. Great recovery there.
That's world class. 9 times out of 10 you'd think that really would have won him the point. Not here. Habesohn, nice controlled block.
Play, please.
Sets up the opportunity.
He's going to the local league serve here. Works a treat.
7.
There's no serve more simple.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Just put something in your opponent's head. What's he doing here?
Well, this is genius. To sense, and this is something we can't see until it happens, but to sense that your opponent might feel a bit of nervousness, to bring in such a simple serve, a serve that you'll see down at your local club, your old man who's put his bat in the microwave doing, that takes some confidence, some charisma. Away from the table. Oh. You're kidding? Oh, Habesohn raises his arm like a statue. And this should build him one for what he's just done in that point.
That's epic. Absolutely ridiculous from both. And it's now match point to Daniel Habesohn to qualify for the top 16 tomorrow.
3 match points. He's taken it. That was an epic. That was a classic